The War and Peace Report, I'm Amy Goodman. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey Wednesday signed the nation's most restrictive ban on abortion into law. The bill, which faces immediate court challenge, makes no exception for cases of rape or incest. It was approved Tuesday by Alabama's Senate with the support of 25 Republicans, all of them white men. Under the Alabama law, doctors could face up to 99 years in prison for performing abortions, decades longer than prison sentences typically given to rapists. Even far-right Christian evangelical leader Pat Robertson called the bill extreme, saying, quote, "It goes too far." Meanwhile, Missouri's Republican-led Senate passed a bill early today banning abortions at 8 weeks of pregnancy. The legislation now heads to the Republican-led Missouri House of Representatives. Republican Governor Mike Parson has promised to sign the bill into law. Architects behind the bills in Alabama, Missouri, and other states say they're aimed at overturning Roe v. Wade, the landmark 1973 Supreme Court ruling that recognizes the constitutional right to an abortion. President Trump declared a national emergency Wednesday over what he called threats to American technology, barring U.S. telecoms from installing foreign-made equipment. The move appears to be aimed at punishing Huawei, the Chinese maker of telecommunications gear and consumer electronics. It's the latest escalation of the U.S. trade war with China after Trump followed through last week on the threat to hike tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese imports. Meanwhile, the White House has delayed plans to place tariffs of up to 25% on imported cars and auto parts. This comes as Canada's trade minister has left Washington, D.C. without an agreement on lifting U.S. tariffs on steel and aluminum. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin has said the U.S. won't ratify a successor to NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement, until Canada and Mexico reach an agreement to end tariffs. President Trump set to unveil a sweeping immigration plan today that would prioritize high-skilled workers and English speakers while further cutting the number of immigrants granted asylum or allowed to reunify with family members living in the U.S. The plan would cap immigration rates at their current levels, changing the percentage of those receiving green cards based on a so-called merit system from 12 to 57%. It could even require immigrants hoping to enter the U.S. to pass a civics test. Trump is set to announce the plan, which was crafted by his son-in-law, his senior advisor Jared Kushner, at a ceremony today at the White House Rose Garden. Meanwhile, Guatemala's U.S. consul says a 2.5-year-old migrant boy died in U.S. custody Wednesday, 3 days after he and his family were detained by Customs and Border Protection. He's believed to be the 4th migrant child to die in U.S. custody since December.